Oh, I can't believe I just messed up that bad. Oh no! Oh no! What the f... Oh, this isn't good. I need a bandage. Oh, this is bad. This is super bad. Oh no!
I can't wait to try out
Project Zomboid. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Let's Try Out video. I'm Protodead, and today we're going to be trying out Project Zomboid. This is another early access game on Steam, and it's like a zombie survival, crafting, isometric sandbox sort of video game. And apparently there's some co-op stuff too. So this is a whole lot like maybe a little bit of Terraria meets Fallout meets old school Fallout meets DayZ. It's really, really complex. It's beautiful. Really, really like it. Before we get into the gameplay real quick, I want to let you know that I'm running build 41, what they're dubbing as build 41, and I wanted to show you how to get to it. To make sure that you have the most up-to-date version, you go down to Properties when you right-click on your Project Zomboid in your library and go over to Betas tab, fourth tab over, and then you're going to select from the drop-down the beta you want to opt into. You can select which beta, and I clicked on Build 41, which I believe is the most recent, up-to-date, stable build of the game. But this Build 41, man, let me tell you, it feels like it's there. Enough of that stuff is there where it's very intriguing. Feels like it's a very playable build. So I'm gonna turn my audio and stuff down just a little bit too much. And I also wanted to point out in the very beginning that you can click on borderless window, and then that way you can seamlessly move your cursor over to your second monitor to check out anything you got going on over there, because I did have it on full screen, and of course alt-tabbing minimized the game every single time. So turning this to borderless window and running it in your native resolution is always recommended. Make sure you keep that stuff check marked. So let's click on solo, and there's a whole bunch of different settings, or ways to start the game rather. And you can choose these challenges, and each one has its own like starting point and kind of its own theme. I haven't really clicked on any of these except for the House in the Woods Last Stand. You start with a gun. So it says hordes of deadheads approaching your cabin from every angle. Last Stand features waves of zombies. You have a shotgun starting out, so that's cool. But that's really not what I was after. I wanted the like OG vanilla zombie apocalypse sort of experience is the word I'm looking for. We have 4 different play styles. We can choose a custom sandbox where you can tailor your own difficulty and play style. Builder, where you can construct and explore and farm. It's a more of a relaxed experience. So I should click on these because it changes the little pip over here in your description and stuff. And then Survivor, which is more powerful combat, longer lifespan, and a challenging playstyle based on Project Zomboid's previous survival mode. I really think that the name Project Zomboid is a little bit it doesn't grab me by the boo-boo. I think there's something about the Zomboid thing that makes it sound like, I don't know, bizarre. Maybe the oid suffix actually means something that I'm unfamiliar with, but Project Zomboid just sounds silly to me. Anyway, we're going to choose Apocalypse, which is a stealth-focused, short lifespan, combat is best avoided sort of game, and we'll see how well this goes. So you click the next button at the bottom right, and then you get to choose your map. This is your save name. I don't think I want to save name. I don't know what that means. No, I don't want any save name in there. So we'll choose, I don't know what that means. Maybe need to have a code in there or something. And maybe it's like Terraria's world building or something. I've never noticed that before. Anyway, so you got 4 different maps to choose from. I think the Muldraugh, Kentucky map is like the starter map. It says small town in an area the locals known as Knox Country. Excuse me. the dead center of the state of Kentucky. Grew as an army town, but now welcomes folks from many walks of life. Small place, filled with good people, not to mention some food place. So Riverside is a map that's right next to a big river. Older parts of town, wealthier residents. In fact, you'll be considered staying with us in Oxide Country Club. Blah, 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 blah. Rosewood, I think, is the penitentiary. Yeah, the inmates of the famous Knox Penitentiary. And this is like, these maps are pretty big from what I understand. And then West Point is like a military thing. We're going to start with Muldraugh because I think that the area you start in is a little bit more forgiving. I don't think these maps are connected. I think they're separate maps. They're not like zones in the same map. Don't hold me to that. I don't actually know for sure. So you got a whole bunch of different occupations to choose from, and each occupation kind of gives you a set of skills that are attributed by that, or derivative of that occupation. That way you kind of have a good starting point, or you can mix and match all you want to. So we got perks over here in the green that give you some good benefits, positive benefits, and then you have to add your negative benefits in to balance your equation out. You got to balance it to 0. So I got points left to spend, -4. So that means my major skills, I'm in the red by 4. So I have to choose 4 points in the negative to balance me out so we can go forward. I really don't know. I've chosen lumberjack before. I've played fitness instructor, and that's really good because your fitness is higher, your sprinting is better. I think strength is important. I think I've done carpentry before. That's really good if you want to build stuff, because there's like crafting, a little bit of base building sort of stuff, and you can shore up windows and stuff like that with a carpenter. So construction worker. I don't know. I think we just hit random and see what we get. Oh man, this would be terrible. A doctor, but I'm asthmatic and a sleepyhead. That's terrible. My last character I played as, I was a sleepyhead, and this dude was fucking tired all the time. So we'll hit random again and see what we got. Thin-skinned, more risk for infection. Conspicuous, more likely to be spotted by zombies. That fucking sucks. Oh god, it's almost like every roll of the dice is something not real good. I'm gonna go with maybe construction worker, but I'm gonna remove my clumsiness. Sunday driver, I'm probably never gonna be fucking driving in this game, so I got points to spend negative. Oh my gosh, these are all like really bad. Oh man. Okay, so we're gonna go with the construction worker, who is a smoker, which is really terrible. Has a weak stomach, is all thumbs. That means it takes longer to transfer items and shuffle items around your inventory, which is horrible because you're doing a whole lot of inventory transfer. Cowardly, especially prone to becoming panicked. Sunday driver, but I'm athletic. And carpentry as a skill. Fitness, short, blunt weapons, and strength is a bonus. So let's hit the next button, and then we can hit the random, and then it'll randomize our character if we want to. Let's see. You can change the name. You can change your gender. There's only 2 genders here. Sorry, guys. You can flip your character around and see kind of what they look like from all sides. We'll hit the random button about 10 more times and see what we come up with. So this guy, Sammy Daly, that doesn't look too bad. And instead of a denim shirt, I'm going to change to a formal shirt over here. We can choose to have start with hats and glasses and vests and all sorts of stuff. So I'm going to have him start with a tank top, a formal shirt, a long sleeve shirt, some baggy jeans, some socks, and some shoes. I'm going to say sneakers. And we'll have that color be purple. There we go. So we can change a couple different things about the character. There's a lot of different hair types, a lot of different skin colors, and I'm going to give him some chest hair for whenever I take my shirt off later. So let's hit the play button and let it, do its thing, build the world in the back. So this whole thing is like a big simulation. So in a lot of ways it's like Sims on crack, on steroids, in the zombie apocalypse. So you got a little dude in the world. It's isometric view, like old school Fallout or Wasteland, if you've been playing some Wasteland stuff. This is a story of how you died, so you are always going to die in this game. There is no living forever. There is no happily ever after. You will always die. Oh, I'm in a trailer park. Terrible. So first you'll notice that you can WASD move your character around, and this build 41, I've noticed that your character, the items that are on your character are represented on your little character better. The last build, I think it didn't have any of that, so if you equipped a backpack on your back, I don't think you ever saw it, or if you put a hat on your head, you may see it in your inventory wherever that may be. Maybe right here you might see it, but you'd never see it on your character while you play. So let me tell you about this little window real quick. This is your general overview of your character. And then here's your skills tab to let you know what you're good at and what you're bad at. And then your protection, which is your clothing or armor offerings that are on your character and kind of what percentages that you have protection against, and then it gives you a heat map of that. And then speaking of heat, we have a temperature simulation on your character. So as it gets cold outside, or as it gets hot outside, or as you work and you do work and you build up core body heat, your core temperature changes, your body heat generation changes, your body's response, the insulation that you have on your clothing, it all is heat mapped out, and everything equalizes and tries to transfer, and all these things are simulated in such a way where it kind of makes sense, and it is a calculation that's happening. And it's very complicated, and I really love it. I think that's great for a little simulator game. Okay, so right now, this is up here, I've got mine mapped to the tab button. So tab will open up your inventories, and this is your proximity inventory, and this over here is your personal inventory. So your personal inventory, I've got my keyring, okay, and that's right here. This little box right here, this little icon, this little box icon that is a box that's open is your, like, what's on your person, like what's on in front of you, like in your pockets, like what's on your clothes. And then you have your clothes that you have on your body, and each one of these clothes has states, and it has conditions, and it has, you know, attributes that are built into the article of clothing. The first thing that I'm going to do is take my formal shirt, and I'm going to rip that up into bandages. They call them ripped sheets, and I'm going to do the same thing to this one. So in case we get slashed or bit here in a little bit, I got something to bandage up with, which is the reason why I keep this little window open, and I keep it on the health tab, because if we get hurt, it'll tell us where we're hurt on the body and how we're hurt on the body, and then from here we can administer treatment by right-clicking on those things. Okay, so now I'm down to my green undershirt, and I've got these ripped shirts on me. Now it's hard to see, but this little right above here in the upper right-hand corner of this window, and all these windows you can drag and move around as you want to, and you can kind of like if I close that tab out, and if I open it back up again, oh, I forget how to do that. Shit. Oh, it's this little icons on the left. You hit the heart button. You hit the heart button and it'll pop the window back up. So my inventory's over here, but if I wanted to, I could have it down here, and that's just the way, you know, the way it'll roll. So you can move these windows around and lock them however you want to in your world. So that way you can customize a little bit of the way the interface works. C to crouch, so I can sneak around, and I'm going to sneak a little bit in here. And on the right hand side is all the inventories of the proximity places around me. So right now, real close to me, I've got this shelf, and I've got this cabinet. It's got some salt, and it's got this cabinet. We got a roasting pan and a saucepan. I wonder if I can equip one of these as my primary weapon. I don't think so. But I can collect rainwater with it. And I can cook with it. And we got nails in that one. We got fresh carrots. And we got nothing in the freezer. And here is the floor. There's nothing on the floor. And here is the TV. We can turn the TV on if we have power. And we can change the channel with this little drop down. Let me turn the volume up. Did I turn it off? Hit the news and click the tune in button. And then we get little blurbs that pop up in the world. Little text tell you what he or she is hearing on the TV. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can use this as a weapon. Yeah, there we go. I'm using this as a weapon. So here's my bookshelf. So this is supposed to be like your home, and you can start in a variety of different homes. Here lately I've been playing this game. I've been meaning to make the video, like the first look video, like I normally do, but I kind of let that go for a little bit because I didn't know if I wanted to do a video on this one. But man, this game is so fucking good, I got to. So I didn't say it in the beginning, but as always, a let's try out video is kind of a little bit of a mixed first impressions. A little bit of a tutorial. You learn as I learn as we play the game. I point stuff out that I know, and hopefully we can learn a little bit of stuff together. Down the comments, if you can post something that maybe I didn't cover, or maybe I messed up, and maybe I was wrong, you can tell me, let me know, leave a comment. And it's also a little bit of a my feelings about the game, like the state of the game. So it's not an in-depth review or anything like that. It's kind of just a first impressions sort of game, but. So I've decided to come outside. Oh shit, that zombie's already seen me. So zombies are deadly, right? You can zoom in and out with the mouse wheel and you got to take advantage of this because you got to take inventory of everything that's going on around you. And you can hear my heartbeat speeding up. So I'm right clicking and my dude's ready with the pan. Oh, I killed him. So in his proximity, this is what's on the zombie, and then you can see this little zombie torso corpse up here. This is the ground. If I click on that, and then we see what's on the ground, it's a ball cap, and then click on the body, that's what's on the body. And if I move too far away from it, that will disappear. So now I'm just looking at the floor. There is no other container. So this body is a container, and we see that depicted over here in our little inventory loot area. So I'm still kind of sneaking. Anyway, so for me to get back to how combat works, this isn't like a twin stick shooter, okay? But it can be if you hold down the right click. If I hit left click right now, really nothing's going to happen except for when I'm going to interact with the world. Like I can left click on this door and I've closed the door. Same thing happens basically if I hit F, but if I can left click on the door and it will open it. But if I want to swing, I need to hold down my right click, and you'll notice that my little cursor, let me zoom in, my little cursor has got like a little drop down, shows you where the ground's at, so how high off the ground I am, so exactly what direction I'm looking, and where I'm going to swing my pot. So I'm going to move up in on this zombie. There's a few of them around. I'm going to see if I can, oh, he saw me. Boom. Okay, so he's got some long denim shorts and some military boots. That's pretty cool. I don't want any of that stuff. And we're going to move over to this home, and maybe we can find a better weapon or maybe a backpack or something like that. But we definitely need to find some food. And we need to find some other stuff that's going to keep us alive. It'd be nice to find a car, but we're going to need a whole bunch of stuff to keep a car going. I'm a Sunday driver, so I'm not very good. Oh, shit. I missed him. I panicked. Yeah, so if you swing and you miss because you time it incorrectly, your dude takes a second for him to recover. So I almost got at that point. Okay, I don't see anything around. We're gonna run over here with the shift button. No, there's somebody inside. Oh no, he's outside. I'm gonna smack you in your pelvis. Black choker. Nice. And all your weapons have durability. So eventually this weapon that we've got, this saucepan, its condition is a little bit better than halfway. So eventually we're going to beat it to shit and it's going to fall apart. You know, like these games like to do to you. But the good thing about this saucepan is if we really wanted to, if it rains outside, we can throw it down and collect some rainwater with it, which would be fan-fucking-tastic. Oh shit, that zombie saw me. I better take care of it. The good thing is once we take care of these zombies in this local area, we won't have to worry about zombies in this area for a little while. They'll slowly migrate. They'll move in. But it'll take a little while. Right now, we don't have a accurate depiction of how much time is passing in the game. There is, it's got some painkillers. I'll take those. So I'm always looking at their inventory and seeing if they've got anything good. Some of them have like knives or screwdrivers or scissors sticking out of their body where apparently they were attacked from something else before. But also I might want to switch my sneakers. Maybe my sneakers have worn out and I want to switch shoes, and I'll switch shoes, or maybe I want to grab some clothes from them that suit my needs. So you need to watch out. If they're dirty and bloody, I don't know if I want to wear those exactly, but you can always rip those into dirty strips of cloth, and then you can clean them at a sink. Oh, look, this sink has got a dead mouse, and it's fresh, but it's uncooked. We need to cook it. We can eat a dead mouse. It's pretty fucking nasty, but you got to do what you got to do. You can drink out of the toilet. You can wash yourself out of the toilet. Sometimes you want to wash your clothes, and you can do that. Until the water runs dry. So the water doesn't last forever in this game. It's not like you can live in the same house forever and ever. There's apparently, a bikini. Golly, I've never seen that before. So I'm going around and checking all these different containers and seeing if I can find something cool. So we got a blue pen, a regular pen, I'm guessing black pen, and a red pen, and a walkie-talkie, and a CD. So I think if you get a CD player and some headphones, you can listen to music. But I haven't been there yet. I haven't done it. Oh, so I got these little mooglets. I think they call them moodlets over here that pop up, and they tell you if you're hurt or what's going on with your character. If you're upset, you're tired, if you're panicked, if you're spazzing, just whatever. Like, these are your body's needs and your mental freak out. So it says peckish, could do with a bite to eat, and I'm slightly thirsty. So yes, I'll go ahead and take a drink. So my thirst is -15, and this will bump me up to 15. Notice how it says water unlimited here from this sink. That could be because from that particular sink, this dude's judgment is the water is unlimited. Or, I don't know the game 100%, that could be because that particular sink in this particular household has unlimited water. But we're going to turn on the stove. I've right-clicked on the stove. I'm going to turn on the stove. I'm going to click on the stove. And that opens up the stove's inventory. And up here at the very top, we can also click off. And we turned it off. We're going to click on right here and turned it on. And I'm going to take the dead mouse and throw it on the stove. And you can see it starts to turn red as it heats up. Okay. And you don't have to have a pot or a frying pan or anything like that to cook some food articles, but there are several food articles. If you want to cook good food, you have to have the correct cooking utensil to do it, like a pot or a pan. So if I hover over it, my little tooltip pops up. So the cooking bar is green and it's filling up. It says it's cooking, because it's dangerous if you uncook it. Now it's starting to burn, but it's fresh. It's changed to fresh cooked. So as long as I take this dead mouse off of the stove before it finishes burning, it's going to be good for me. So I'm gonna hit this and turn off, and I'm gonna grab this, and now I've got this hot, fresh cooked dead mouse in my inventory, and I'm going to eat all of it. Okay, and then I can left click on the screen and my inventory button shits will go away, screens will go away, so that way I can focus on what the fuck is going on. So I'm in a trailer park. This poor dude is fucking living in a trailer house, man, roughing it up. He doesn't have a nice place to live. So as long as when you knock down a zombie as well, like I think this only works with one zombie. Oh, look at my moodlet. says feeling a little sad. Find a way to raise your mood. Okay, so I'm gonna look around. I don't see anything going on. This zombie is still alive, okay? So he is still alive. As long as you're standing on the zombie, they can't get up. So this is like a little bit of rest you can give yourself. A coup de grace with a fucking pot. Bandana on the head. I'm gonna wear that motherfucker. Hell yeah. So now I got me a bandana, looking pretty fly. So you gotta keep that in mind when you're fighting more than one zombie at a time. You can stand on one and fight the other one. And then you can stomp the shit out of them with the spacebar button, which is going to save your weapon's health, okay? Because you're going to want to save your weapon's health as much as you can. Dog tags. Military camo shorts. I'm going to wear that shirt. I think I'm cool with the other clothes, though. My dude's going to put the shirt on. So I'm going to hit this zombie over here, and then I'm going to go into this house on the left and see what's a crack-a-lactating. I really like how that heartbeat starts to thump when they come up on you. I don't know if that's something like it's unique to each character. Like, I mean, if your character's easily panicked is what I mean. Like, if you get a character that's somehow calmer under pressure and shit, like your heartbeat doesn't do that. But I know sometimes you can freak out. Like, the zombie comes around a corner, he's like right in your face and you didn't expect him. There's actually like a sound blurb that comes out. It's like a, whoa, that was open. Hell yeah. So we open this window and let's climb in. I'm gonna right click and look around real quick to make sure there's no zombies just chilling, lurking. But there's like that rink sort of noise from the horror movies like Psycho. Rink. That noise will fucking pop up. Dude, that shit gets me all the fucking time. So you can drink bleach in this game if you really want to die. You can do that. I don't know what else it's good for. But I'm going to drink out toilet. No, I'm going to drink out of the sink. You can wash yourself and your clothes. I probably mentioned that already. I don't know if that keeps you healthier, like in long-term survival, if it keeps you from getting infections after you get a laceration or something. I'm not really sure. Okay, so I should probably talk a little bit about your hotkeys. So you have these hotkeys down here at the very bottom of the screen. So you can put something on your back, like maybe you have a big, whoa, what is this blurb? Anxious, I'm on edge. Okay, whoa. Something's beating on the door. Is it this door? Man, I thought I heard somebody beating on the door, man. Okay, so I want to zoom out a little bit real quick, and I'm going to mention like your line of sight, okay? So looking out this window, my dude can see over here. But when it's all dark, you have an impression, like from viewing the map, from zooming out and being around and looking. You have an impression of what this is, but you can't see any new changes in this area. So maybe your dude remembers that the road continues this way. But if I were to look over here, if somebody were to walk in here, I would be able to see him. Like I can see that zombie right there, okay, through this window. Or maybe it's this window. But if I were to turn, that zombie fades away. Like even if it's light outside, you know. It's really neat how they do the perception in this game. I really like it. So here's some nails. You can use nails for construction jobs. Empty bowl. I'm going to put those in my inventory here. I'm going to throw those outside in case it rains so we can use that. I don't think I've ever really used a lighter, but I picked them up. Man, a can of corn. Hell yeah. A zombie just walked by up there. Some fresh bread. We'll take that. And nothing in the freezer, nothing in the hold. Captain's turned in with a bag of gold. Okay, fresh chopped mutton. Mutton chop, fresh cooked, I mean. So, I don't think I grabbed it. I tried to grab it and I started moving before I finished the movement. Okay, so now I've got 5.5 out of 12 units that I can carry. So I need to start being careful. There's another zombie right here. If I get to the window just right, I can probably see him. Yeah. And that's something else I want to mention. When you zoom all the way out, you can hold the right click and you can kind of drag off screen, so you can look into the distance like pretty far, and you can scan your surroundings. So there's 2 zombies up top above me, 2 zombies to the left of me. I'm gonna come over and kill this zombie. You can run, they can hear you, and they'll turn. If you sprint with the Alt button, that makes the most noise, okay? But sprinting takes a lot of work, and it makes you more tired, and it's noisy, like super fucking noisy. And she's got some jewelry on her. I don't know what you do with jewelry, but I notice a lot of these zombies here in this build has got a lot of jewelry. Okay, so I'm gonna eat. No, I don't need to eat yet. I'm feeling a little sad. I don't want to get too far away from where I started because... Oh, dude, there's a car over there. Because there was another saucepan back there. I could use it as a weapon. Notice my little mooglet. I had one that popped up just a second ago that said I was panicked. Like that one. It says it panicked. Accuracy reduced. And you can tell that you've killed the zombie whenever it makes that noise. And they groan for the last time or whatever. So that's how I know that I've killed it. Oh, so we found a garbage bag. I'm going to equip into my secondary, which is not my hotkeys. I need to get back to explaining what hotkeys are. So now I'm going to walk around with this trash bag in my hand. And that means that everything that I got on my person, 5 pounds out of 12, I can start putting in my trash bag. Like my painkillers, I don't need in my pockets. My fresh corn and my fresh bread, I'll eat it whenever I'm ready. I'm going to drop both of these bowls right here to catch some water and vitamins. I'll put in my trash bag. So that means what good having a trash bag is that, like a backpack or any other type of handbag, is that it will take some of the weight off of your character. And take a look, survey the area real quick. So if I have too much shit in my pockets, it's going to weigh me down. But if I put it in a trash bag or in a backpack, it like weighs 30% less weight because it's in a sack that's easier to carry. Does that make sense? I'm going to take care of this zombie. Oh, look on the ground right there. Look at that. Look at that key. It's a key on the ground. That key goes to that car. So sometimes whenever you have a locked house or you come across a car that's locked, you'll find the key on a zombie's inventory. Oh man, my fucking pan broke. He's got 2 wallets on him. What a scumbag. Okay, so I'm just going to politely, gently just walk away from this zombie that's following me. And I want to see if I can make it back to the little trailer that we started at. I think it was the next one down, maybe. Yeah, I think it was the next one down. So we'll just remember to go back up there and check that car. Whoa, look, there's 5 zombies over here now. And there's another zombie right there. Like, I really need a weapon. So anyway, if you have a big weapon, you can put it on your back, and then you can hit the oh shit. Saucepan. Come on, baby. Oh, so this was probably a bad fucking move. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I had to get quiet there. Shit got fucking real. Oh no! So now I'm lacerated. It scratched me pretty good, and I'm just gonna sprint like an MF some bitch and break line of sight. Oh man, look at all these blurbs I got. So I'm gonna right click and bandage with ripped sheets. And I'm gonna eat all of this pork chop, lamb chop, mutton chop, whatever it is. So now my health pool is gonna go back up a little bit. I'm gonna calm down some of this shit. I'm panicked, feeling a little sad. I need some fucking water. and I'm in pain, and I got a full stomach now, but I'm gonna Chevalier Dart key, so I'm gonna put that in my key ring. This tissue in the back, and I can pop the hood, and it'll pop up a window down here that I've got it moved to. Oh, everything's fucked up with this car. There's no hope for this fucking thing. This thing's fucked. Fuck. So we got a big ass house over here. These zombies probably have already forgotten about me. They've just wandered in the middle here, and they're probably goofed off after midnight, as they like to say out on the streets. Oh man, there's some shit happened in this house. Okay, so this is the kitchen, and we're likely to find maybe of some type of weapon or food in here. Found some dog food. If you can find a can opener, that's really great for opening up cans. I don't know how else to open up canned foods without a can opener. But I expect there's a zombie up top. Oh shit! See, that's that noise I was saying earlier. See, that fucking thing got me. Like, I felt like there was a zombie up here, but there was. And it scared me anyway. That's all I had on was a t-shirt. There's another one in there, I'll bet. I think I hear it moving around, or somebody's downstairs now. Fuck. There's shit all over the ground here. There's blood on the floor here. I'm just gonna sneak. I'm gonna shut this, close the curtains so nothing can see up in here, and I'm just gonna chill in here for a second and just listen. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. I can change my pants out if I wanted to. I've got baggy jeans on. I'm kind of liking it. My dirty bandage, I'm going to remove this bandage. You see my little dude? It's got a little animation, laceration, bleeding, and I'm going to put my ripped sheets on in place of the old bandage. So now in my inventory, I got a broken saucepan. I'm going to throw that in the trash bag because I might be able to repair that later if I really wanted to. I've got a dirty rag, and I've got 9 more ripped sheets. I don't want to put a dirty rag back on my injury. I'd rather have clean stuff if I can. There's a yo-yo. I'll put that yo-yo in there. I've never seen a yo-yo before. So let's take a look at the blurbs. Feeling a little sad, anxious, thirsty, minor pain. Okay. So we're going to come in here, and I'm going to drink. I'm going to clean my rag, actually. And I'm going to drink all that I can. Drink my fill. So that'll take care of my my thirst need. Notice there was white hair dye in here a second ago. White hair dye. We're going to dye hair. That's going to look cool. Got time to dye my hair. Gotta do what you gotta do, man. Oh! Whoa! Yeah, don't forget to hit the space bar to stomp. Save that weapon. Golly. And then you can sleep on beds, or on the ground, or outside, or in a chair, or whatever, whenever you need to. Right now I don't need to sleep, but eventually you will need to sleep. You'll get really exhausted, and all your attributes start going down and stuff. So you gotta try to find a safe place to sleep. Can opener. I'm gonna grab one. And now I'm gonna find me a can of food. Oh, it's got some bourbon. I noticed. Can of tuna. You can eat pepper and eat salt if you want to, if you're desperate. You can eat half of it or a quarter of it. Most of the food items you can eat all half or a quarter. But if you eat the pepper, it's going to decrease your thirst, or increase the amount that you're thirsty. It'll have a negative effect on your thirst. And bourbon makes you happier. And there's several different alcohols in the game, but you use it in sanitizing stuff. Oh, as a matter of fact, we'll do that right now. And here's a water bottle. I'm going to take that water bottle. So I want to show you something before I forget. I'll get back to these hotkeys in just a second. But these the items that's in proximity. Let me find one. Here we go. These items that are in proximity, you can control click on them and then click and drag to move them over into your inventory. And I want to differentiate this bottom where this line is. That's what's on your equipped. That's what is equipped on you. But what's up here is like what's available in your pockets. And once you go overweight, you start having negative effects, negative penalties stacked on you for running and sprinting and moving. I mean, just pretty much any sort of sneaking stuff. I'm going to disinfect my laceration with the bourbon. And then I'm bleeding. I need to put fucking sheets on. I should have sanitized those sheets first. So I'm going to disinfect all 3 of these with the bourbon to make them better bandages for me. So when this one goes nasty, I'll have sterilized rags. So I'm gonna pop open this can of tuna with my can opener. I'm gonna put my can opener in my trash bag so it's off of my pockets and it gives me a little bit of a weight reduction. And I'm gonna fill up this water bottle with the water. So your dude automatically drinks out of the water. So I'm going to fill my other empty bottle up. So as you walk around the world, your dude's automatically drinking as you need it. But as soon as you run dry, as soon as your water bottle's full, run dry, you'll start getting thirsty and you'll need to fill them up again. You can drink directly from the faucet like I've been doing up till now. See, I've got -4 thirst right now. Go ahead and drink that. But I've popped open my can of tuna. I plan on eating it here in a minute because I'm probably going to get hungry. I mean, it's thirst, hunger, and sleep is like constantly putting pressure on you in this game. And then of course you got the zombies too. So I don't see any forks. Was there any forks? Oh yeah, I was going to tell you something else about the inventory. So you can also click and drag and make a box and highlight all the things in the inventory that you want to move. So I can make a box over all these items, and then that way I can quickly move items back and forth. You don't have to do them you don't have to just click and drag one by one to move them over into the other container. You can drag and click and drop. You can also right click on the item, and then you can specify put into container. And I think it only works for the last one that you looked in. Okay? Or you can drop it, or you can equip it. I don't know what favoriting it does. I don't know if that puts it like at the top of your inventory list. I don't know, man. Really don't do the favorite thing, but we need to find a fork or something. So hey, we got some forks. So I'm gonna take these 2 and I'm gonna transfer them into my inventory. So now I picked up a fork. You gotta do them one at a time. Takes time to do everything, and a spoon. So I'm going to take this fork, one of these forks, and I'm going to put them in my belt. So these are my 2 hotkeys. If I had a big weapon, I could put it on my back, like a sword or a baseball bat or maybe a crowbar or something cool like that. So you can put that on your back, and that'd be the number 1 key, okay? But if I hit the number 2 key, I'm going to put my saucepan up, and I'm going to whip out this knife, and or this fork, and I'll be ready to fork the fuck out of some zombie in the face. But you got to keep in mind that this fork doesn't work very well. It's not a very durable weapon. So when you go to start stabbing a zombie, this fork is probably going to snap on you in like 2 or 3 swings of it. Oh shit. We'll see if we can lure a couple of these zombies with my juicy ass. See if they can swing over here, and maybe I'll stab one for you. Boom. Oh, it broke immediately. So I'm going to hit 3 to pull up my other fork. Well, that was an abrupt music change. I'm going to hit the space bar to shove them. Okay. Shove them down. I'm going to step on this one. Stab that one in the face. I'm going to stomp with the space bar. Stomping. And then pushing. And stomping. And pushing. So that one died horribly. Stomp on your pelvis. Leather jackets are good. Like this zombie's got a leather jacket on it. You can rip that into leather strips and make armor out of it. If you have a sewing kit, you can sew it into some existing clothes that you got on. I'm gonna put my 2 broken forks on the bitch. I'm gonna put one of these forks down here in this hotkey. That way I can hotkey it in a second. And then I'm gonna look at the other corpse with this little tab, convenient tab thing over on the right hand side. Oh shit. I'm gonna remove this bandage. They got this zombie aggroed on me. Oh, several of them actually. They can see from quite a far off. Sterilized rag. And you can move around while you're doing stuff too. While you got a little progress bar over your head. I'm gonna hit 2 to pull up my fork. And when you're aiming for these zombies, aim past them just a little bit so you don't get too wound up. Oh no. Oh no. If you move your cursor too close to you, if you're in close quarters combat, you could start looking the wrong direction like real quick, and then that'll get you in fucking trouble. And we'll just stomp these motherfuckers until they are dead from it. Okay, both of them died. They both got leather jackets. This must be a really nice part of the countryside. Okay, so I'm gonna re-equipped. So equipping primary and equipping secondary is wholly, completely different than having things on your hot bars in the bottom. So right now my dude has a belt. If I were to take my belt and throw it away, I would not have these 2 hot bars at the bottom for weapons or devices. Because you can also put walkie-talkies or other things like that down there. I haven't found a use for a walkie-talkie yet other than listening to some radio chatter. But you know. So this door is locked. This window is open. Oh shit, I just attracted a zombie. I'm gonna stomp his ass. Oh shit. He's amorous. No, amorous is the wrong word. He's excited. He's wistful. Okay, so he had a fork. I'm gonna go ahead and take that. Because I can't find anything better. I'm gonna go ahead and hop inside this fucking house. And notice when you hop inside the house, like the rest of the world kind of goes real dull, kind of like a monochromatic sort of deal. I'm gonna turn this TV off. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. If you're good, you can hover your little cursor over the cabinet, the exact thing, and left click on it, and it will open it up. Sometimes it gets confused. Hey, I got a kitchen knife. Put the broken fork over here. So now I'm going to use my kitchen knife as my number 3. Watering can, some radish seeds, a garden fork, a shovel. Dude, I'm going to put that shovel on my back. That's a 2-handed weapon. So when you have a big weapon like this, or a big tool, like you can use this to dig too. You can equip it in both hands, or you can choose to equip it with one hand only. And you can imagine that it's more effective with 2 hands, right? You have more control, more power, all that sort of stuff. So my little dude is ready to rock and fucking roll. But remember, I had that bag in my hand. So now, because I had that trash bag that was in my left hand and my off hand, it's still on my person. You can't see it right now. I wish it would have been implemented in some way, like where you could see it hanging off my belt or something. But I still have my garbage bag, and it's still full of stuff. My little tooltip that I've moused over, you can see all the little different items, like a representation of the shit that's in there. Okay, and I've got, I guess it's 3 out of 20 units. Better eat this before it goes bad. But I can't access it now, so I can only get stuff in and out of this thing. Like even if I double click on it, it doesn't do any good, because I can only get stuff in or out of it if I right click onto it and equip as secondary or primary, because then that'll put it in my hand, and now I got it over here on the right hand side, so now I can click on it and I can see what's in there, and I can move stuff to it, which I'm going to move this spoon to it, and these empty tin can is going to go in the stove. And this dirty rag is going to go in there. My white hair dye, I'm going to put that in this fucking freezer. I didn't know. I thought I used all the hair dye up. So anyway, I'm going to go back to equipping this in both hands for the moment, just in case I get into some shit. Zoom out a little bit. We're going to go upstairs. And I don't see anything over here. Right click on the sink. And we're going to wash my dirty rags up. And that's going to take them out of my bag. If I have them in my bag, and they're going to put them back in my inventory. So I'm going to take all my rip shit. Oh, fuck. I'm going to equip this garbage bag as a secondary. Put my ripped sheets in my garbage bag. Because you can use them out of the bag as you need to. I believe. And I'm going to fill up my water bottles. I don't want to fill up my saucepan with water. I'll just slosh it out if I swing it. And I'm going to go ahead and drink. Because I've been drinking this whole time, right? Automatically. It's the only thing you do. It's pretty much auto. Big hiking bag. Put that on my fucking back. Equip on the back. Man, that's huge. That is a big deal. So recently I was playing with the easier mode. Not the easy mode, but the relaxed mode. I forget what they called it, but it's like it's more about building than it is about surviving and stuff. And you start with a school bag, okay? And the school bag, like starting with a school bag is like, it is the shit. It is like a huge deal. So I'm gonna wear these fingerless gloves, put them on my hands. Now I got little green gloves on. I can't believe I'm not more tired by now. So maybe my dude just doesn't get tired. So my blurbs say I'm in pain, I'm agitated, I'm getting a tad sad, and I'm a little bit drowsy. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the door here, and I'm gonna turn the light off. Yeah, light switch works as long as you got power in the world. From what I understand, eventually, if you survive long enough, the power grid fails and the power goes out. I think the water pressure, the water lines run out before that. And that's the reason why I think every house is a little bit different for how much water is left. I think it's just how much pressure they have left in their pressure tank. Or something. I'm not sure. But eventually the power will fail and you'll have to use generators. There are generators in the game. You can have to feed it with gasoline. I haven't found too many places to get gasoline, but I have put gasoline in vehicles and driven them around. Oh. Somebody's in here. Okay, so we're going to take a quick look at this backpack, though. It's got 22 units it can hold, okay? So I'm going to take this Oh, there's a fucking zombie walking up. This is not good. I gotta take care of this shit. Or die trying. Oh, fuck, he's got a backpack on him, too. Oh, I missed. I can't believe it. Oh, no. Oh, man, this close quarters shit fucked me up. Oh, I can't believe I just messed up that bad. Oh, no. Oh, no. What the f... Oh, this isn't good. I need a bandage. Oh, this is bad. This is super bad. Oh, no! Climb through! Oh my gosh. How fucking terrible. I survived for 17 in-game hours and I killed 20 zombies. I don't know what the fuck happened. That was so rough. Oh man. What a way to go, though. I mean, I really panicked at the end. Like, everything was going so well, you know, until it fucking wasn't anymore. God damn, man. So, in a lot of ways, this game is like DayZ, where that's it, right? You die, it's permadeath. You've lost. Good day, sir. You lose, right? But in the game like this, that you can continue playing in this seed, in this world, kind of like Terraria. Terraria, you respawn with the same character. Don't get me wrong. Look, I'm zombified. So that's my character right there. He's now a zombie in the world. So we can choose to quit and start a new game with a new world and start all over from day one or from a week later or whatever it is we want to start with. But instead, we can choose new character, and we're going to start a new character in the same world. And this time we're not going to choose any pluses or minuses. We got 8 points to spend, so I'm going to choose an unemployed person with no real pluses or minuses, and inconspicuous, less likely to be spawned by zombies, and runner, so I'm better at sprinting. So I'm at 0, so I don't have any negative effects. We're gonna hit next, and this guy's name is Tom Good. We're gonna change that to Goodall because that just makes more sense. And we'll go for a little bit darker. Oh shit! Look at my zombie dude. So now he's following a horde. Oh man, that's terrible. Hair, mullet. We're not doing a mullet. Yeah, Fabian. That sounds cool. I can't believe so many zombies came in on top of me like that. Okay, so we're gonna hit play, and this dude's gonna spawn. And it looks like I'm in about the same place that my last dude started, so hey. Let's see if we can find a weapon real quick and make our way back to our dead body and take our shit back. Kitchen knife. Boom. Rolling pin on the back. That's right. There's the car. There's the shit car. Oh my gosh. This is fucking nice. So if you get a good start, I'm making a lot of noise, mind you. This is the house where we died. Look at that. So the game is huge. The map is huge. Don't get me wrong. We got lucky. I'm gonna switch to this knife though. More inconspicuous than I was last time. So I think my dude could still be in here. Oops. Whoa. Where's my dude at? There he is. He's right there. There's no way. Oh, look at her. Hey, cutie. Yeah, man, there is no way that I'm gonna be able to fucking handle this shit. I would like to get all my stuff back though with a new character. Wish there was a way to lead him into a trap. Oh, I stabbed my dude. Hey, honey. Oh, no! No! Well, so yeah, so this is Project Zomboid, man. Eventually I'm bleeding, like I'm dropping blood trails on the ground here. You can see it right there. I don't have any bandages. I don't have time to make bandages. I was hoping I'd be able to get my dude back, but I'm going to tie up with him and see if I can fucking get him. No, it's all over. So there is a chance that you could spawn back into the world and you can go back and find your old character and kill his ass and take your shit back and kill your zombie and continue on. So the game models out a scenario and all these zombies are in the world simulated. I don't know how far the simulation goes out. Like in a certain radius, zombies stop moving and they become static, and there's nothing calculating on them. But the days pass. There's weather effects, like it'll rain, it'll snow, it'll get windy. The night is dark and daylight is hot, and temperature changes, and you can find a digital watch and it'll tell you what the temperature is outside, and all that shit has an effect on your health and your temperature inside your core, and all that stuff changes. So yeah, we could start a new character and try again in the same world, or we could start from a different map or a different point. But yeah, man, this is Project Zomboid. It's fucking fantastic. Now I want to say maybe the build it had a year ago or 2 years ago, I don't really think it was there. The concept was there, the groundwork was there, but it wasn't at a super playable state. And at this time, man, it's fucking feeling pretty fucking good, especially if you like the isometric sandbox survival simulation sort of zombie stuff. I think it's great. I think it's worth every penny. You should totally go out and get it. So this has been Protodead. Appreciate you sticking around with me this far in the video. Tell me what you think about the game. Tell me what you think about my presentation here today. This is the segment I'm going to move into where I call "Let's read the words of the developer" to see what they say, to see if they're trying to sell us a load of bullshit over whatever gaming platform that we're looking at. Today it's going to be Steam. Leave a like if you liked it, a dislike if you disliked it. Leave a comment down below expressing any other feelings you might have. Share my video. It helps me out a whole lot. It's free for you. It's great for me. It helps me grow the channel, and I really need some engagement. So thank you very much. Let's read the words of the developer. Oh, one more thing I want to mention real quick. Whenever when you are playing the game and you want to stop, take a pee break, or you got to go do something else, like go to sleep, you can just choose quit the desktop, and it saves the very moment that it's constantly saving the game. So if you quit at any moment, you can come right back to that same save, and that save it's there, it's ready to go. You don't have to save. The game is always saving, so you can't load, you can't like save scum and go back and a few minutes earlier in time and do something different. That way you can save your character. It's all being saved as it progresses, as it rolls out. So whatever mistakes happen. So I'm just going to put some of the trailers and stuff in the background and some screenshots and things while I go through and read all the stuff on Steam. Project Zomboid. Project Zomboid is the ultimate in the zombie survival. Alone or in multiplayer, you loot, build, craft, fight, farm, and fish in a struggle to survive. A hardcore RPG skill set, a vast map, a massively customizable sandbox, and a cute tutorial raccoon await the unwary. So how will you die? And that's a really cool theme that they've got going on, because it's same thing with DayZ, I think, or any other, like Escape from Tarkov, maybe a little bit less, but the concept is you play the game because of how wonderful the game is, and you play until you die. You're eventually going to die, and you're going to have to start over. So I think a lot of roguelikes are that way. Terraria's that way, sort of, until you get so powerful where you really can't die unless you're trying. But those respawn mechanics are different than in this game, of course. This game is more akin to DayZ, where you restart on the same map and you could find your body, get some of your stuff back. So far, almost 24,000 reviews, all very positive on Steam, and rightly so. This should be overwhelmingly positive, if I'm brutally honest. So it originally came out in 2013, developed and published by Indie Stone. So this is still in early access, guys. Still in early access. But it's moving really, really close to a full release, I believe. I don't know what their roadmap is or what it looks like, but from what I've played over the past couple of days, I don't know what else they're planning, but so far it's fucking great. And if they continue on the trajectory, it's superb. Okay, so some of the tags are zombie survival open world sandbox and indie game. It is an open-ended zombie-infested sandbox, and it asks one simple question: how will you die? In the towns of Muldraugh and West Point, survivors must loot houses, build defenses, and do their utmost to delay their inevitable death day by day. No help is coming. Their continued survival relies on their own cunning, luck, and ability to evade a restless horde. This is important. A huge graphical and gameplay overhaul is currently in beta of Build 41, accessible in the Steam beta tab, single player only. If playing single player, it is highly recommended that you give this a shot. Some of the content features are hardcore sandbox zombie survival game with a focus on realistic survival. Yes please. Online survival multiplayer with persistent player-run servers, local 4-player split-screen co-op, which I haven't tried, but I probably need to. Probably gotta get some controllers. Hundreds of zombies with swarm mechanics and in-depth visual and hearing systems, a full line of sight system and real-time lighting, sound and visibility mechanics. Hide in the shadows, keep quiet, and keep the lights off at night, or at least hang sheets over the windows. Vast and growing map, loosely based on a real-world location for you to explore, loot, and set up a fortress. Vehicles with full physics and deep realistic gameplay mechanics. Use tools and items to craft weapons, barricade, and cook. You can even build zombie-proof forts by chopping trees, sawing wood, and scavenging for supplies. Deal with depression, boredom, hunger, thirst, and illness while trying to survive. Day turns to night, electricity falters, hordes migrate, winter draws in, nature gradually starts to take over. Farming, fishing, carpentry, cooking, trapping, character customization, skills, and perks that develop based on what you do in-game. Proper zombies that don't run unless you tell them to in the sandbox menu. This I agree with. I totally agree that zombie survival games should not have running zombies unless they are freshly turned. Other than that, in my mind, they should all be walking, shambling, fucking stumbling, dumb as fuck zombies. The thing that should make them terrifying is their numbers. And this game nails that, I believe. They should vastly outnumber the living, and that should be the problem that you face. A ton of amazing atmospheric music tracks by the prodigy that is Zach Beaver. Imaginative, challenging scenarios and an instant action last stand mode on top of regular sandbox and survival. Full, open, and powerful modding support. Xbox controller gamepad support on Windows. Other pads can be set up manually. Gamepad support not currently available on the Mac. Okay. So some of their planned features is NPC encounters that are varied and in-depth in a persistent world, powered by a metagame system that turns each playthrough into your very own zombie survival movie with emergent narrative gameplay. Constant expansion of the countryside and cities around Muldraugh and West Point. Full wilderness survival systems, animals, and hunting for food. More items, crafting, recipes, weapons, and gameplay systems. Steam Workshop and achievement support. So yeah, we'll follow this progress and see how it goes. So I appreciate you sticking with me this far. I've been Protodead. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, like I said earlier. Appreciate you making it through another Let's Try Out video with me. I think this game is totally fucking worth it. It is superb. It's currently at $15 on Steam, and I would say buy this. If I had 3 thumbs to give it, I'd give it 3 thumbs up. Don't buy it on sale unless you're buying it for a friend. Buy full price for yourself, because these guys need that development money. They're doing really good work. So that's it, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Catch you on the flip flop.